some better sound, so I don't have to yell. All right. Here you go, man. I'm gonna we'll see if the algorithm punishes me for not streaming last week. So far, yes. All right, guys. I forgot my mic tonight, so I'm gonna have to yell at y'all a little bit so the stream can hear. I prepped class and then I realized today's the first class of the month, so we need to do another flow. So I just made one up on the fly, and we're just gonna go through it. All right, and then whatever time we have left, we'll
maybe I could be like you one day, Steve.
Well, let's see what the flow is first.
See how creative it actually.
Let's see what's actually any good first. All right. So since we're doing a lot of butterfly, and one of the butterfly is a great pathway to X guard, let's start an X guard for our monthly flow. All right, and let's start with a scoop grip, right? Because there's pros and cons. We've talked about this, right? We'll cover more X guard in depth sometime, but let's do a scoop grip X guard. So wrist over knee, kind of just cupping over. I'm not trying to like grab his knee with my hand. Just kind of, we talk about gripping with wrists a lot. Let's do that. Shoelaces in the hip. If you're not familiar with X guard, shoelaces in the hip, my knee on the back side of the hamstring, and this is engaged. So my right butt cheek is just like slightly elevated off the mat. It's actually, you can put your hand under here. I'm not sitting here. Okay, I've got this engaged. I'm kind of using this to push my knee into the back of his hamstring and engage my shoestrings right there. Okay. My other shoestrings or shoelaces are here in the knee pit. And think of it sort of like your feet are going apart from each other when I engage things. So this is how I kind of create tension. Not a ton of tension, I'm not like squeezing, but just like enough to be stuck to them. I can still talk to you, I'm not like straining like this, just a comfortable tension, okay? Enough to stay glued to him if he goes to move. Okay, so if he just right now starts trying to move his legs around, I should stay pretty attached and feel like I can track him, okay? I'm not overly squeezing, but I'm not like this where I have no tension, where when he goes to move around, I don't follow him at all. All right, so we're gonna stay in X guard here. Number one rule of X guard, we're gonna put his hands on the mat, okay? So actually, before we do that, let's just look at the flow, then y'all can tell me if it sucks. Okay, all right, so here, okay, you go ahead. Cool, cool enough?
Yeah, that was a nice truck.
All right, so we're gonna end up in the back. All right, so number one rule of X guard. We're gonna practice this first. We're gonna break this down in steps, all right? So number one rule of X guard, first thing I want you to get comfortable doing is being sticky, right? So let him move around a little bit when you're drilling and just be sticky, okay? At no point should he be able to stuff this knee through. If he stuffs his knee through, you're in for a bad day, all right? First thing we're gonna do to break this down is the number one rule of X guard, which is to get his hands on the mat. That's like the crown jewel of X guard is get their hands on the mat. That's what opens up all of our options and takes all of their options away, okay? So the way I do that is using my shoelaces. I'm gonna extend my legs like I'm doing a leg extension, but with my feet going in opposite directions, like opposing feet. Okay, so I'm here and I'm pushing out like this, while maintaining my knee on his hamstring, okay? At no point can it slip through. Using this, I'm gonna make him take a big lateral step, okay? So my goal
is to make him go from here, where he has like a decent base, his feet are under his hips, to here, okay? All the while, I'm gonna distribute my weight to just try to get his head even slightly in front of his hips. This will automatically start to make him feel off balance, okay? The goal is to make him take such a big step, widen his base so much this way, that any weight distribution in this way, like this direction, makes him fall forward, okay? We're gonna use our shoelaces, opposing feet, going in opposing directions, and make him, don't make him step sideways, make him step up like like he's getting ready for like a big sumo match. So up and sideways. Come back, and all the while, I stay glued to him. So watch, when he takes that step, he pulls me with him. I'm not really pulling myself up as much as I'm just staying connected, and he's pulling me up. So watch my back leave the mat as I make him take a big step. And I'm cheating my hip to this hip, my weight to this left hip. This is where I want to end right here. Okay, so let's all get a bunch of reps of this real quick. Of just, he's got a good base, he's nice and planted, and then I make him take a big step, and I'm cheating my weight in this direction. Okay? And notice, I'm shrugging here. Like, there's little details we can definitely get into here. Number one thing I want you to work on right now is keeping connection at all the points that you have a connection. Like, I don't want to get loose. Everything should be nice and like taut, right? So it's here. His ankle's in my trap. My wrist is here on the knee. I really don't want any of these connections to slip at all. I just want to keep it nice and connected. All right, put his hands on the mat. Cool? Any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. You all right?
There's only 6 people.
Huh?
There's only 6 people.
That's okay. We'll give it some, bro. You sure?
Yeah, I can record.
Okay, not as many as normal, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Makes like a really nice fashion. Gymnastics, you talk about like false grips with the wrist, and like this allows you to do that like
The only way that I can get out of this is the way you want me to, which is after I'm like, get me out of this. But yeah. I am heavy. Go ahead. That's good.
yeah. Made me use my legs. I work legs just
Oh, man, it hurt.
exactly. And then you can do a full variation.
I got a big nose.
Try to keep that connection with your shoelaces the whole time. So like
Balance is okay. Kind of sit on the shelf.
kind of like,
But if you extend and go,
bring your toes back, and contour to his hip. Through the whole ride.
push this way. Yes.
Step up towards me.
Yes. And then that little detail that holding the trench a little bit also will help you. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't like being there. I was like, this is not a good spot for me.
Like, try to get out. Like you were doing for me. Yeah. That's nasty. Those legs there.
Yeah, you see what you say whenever you go that way, just how that pressure right there, take me that way.
Got it.
Or whichever hip you're just got to do.
Yeah, that feels really good. Like you said, it's like my flexibility feels so limited when I'm in here, and I feel great.
Try to like have like a dorsiflexion, like your shoelaces come back. Like we're constantly trying to curl up our toes like this, and try to keep it contoured to his hip through the whole ride.
Yeah, that's it. my own little grip with my foot.
You can use that almost to create extra tension with your knee. It's like it's kind of like as the more you kind of dig into his hip, the more you can drive your knee into this hamstring.
Got it. But I just.
We're trying to ride it out a little bit extra.
And let him like stay like relax your core so much that when he takes that big step, he like pulls you in.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
This weapon, little back's getting burning.
Something, I don't know what's going on with this one, but something that's like right
I
now.
want my
That's much better.
inside of my thigh is burning.
Thank you, just created just a little bit more pressure.
Appreciate you letting me rep.
Yes. Catch the name, Alicia. Did you catch the name?
I just saw you.
Yeah.
Do you read the comments from Grapple Nights at all?
Some of them I was able to read, but it was hard to keep up.
I wrote it so fancy.
Yeah.
It forced me to make that step.
Yes.
I was reading about that because now that I'm here, I'm trying to watch more videos. You talk about how different how different it is whenever you're sweating or something.
That's your other option. Try to keep your shoelaces always contouring, all the body that you can picture, all the ledge that you can Okay, guys, we're gonna play a quick game. All right, you're starting in the same thing, except now don't let them knock you over onto your hands. You try to put them on their hands and keep them on their hands for as long as possible. All right? There's no way to win. It's just a continuous game. All right? I'll tell you when to swap. That's cool, Chris. Hey, thanks for watching, bro. All right, on the bell. Let's go. Top guy, you're just trying to float. You're trying not to fall. You're not trying to get out of X guard. You're just trying not to fall. Float your hips. Once you have their hands on the mat, try to keep them there for as long as you can.
Get back up the whole time, basically.
Hold his leg goes up.
Yeah.
The other side.
Great.
And then when we match up here is
Yeah, bro, I'm like, let me
I just wanted to see if I could. No,
you're great and probably I can.
You gotta gas myself out of that first little roll.
Yeah, it's a much better matchup body type. Y'all should like go back and forth just to get some different looks. Because it'll probably feel different by your own size. All right. Hey, Brady, you're good. 20 seconds till we switch. Remember the goal? The goal is to put their hands on the mat and keep them there, nothing else. Just their hands on the mat.
My bad.
Try to keep his hands on the mat for as long as possible. Don't let him up.
Yeah, I'm feeling for some reason.
Switch.
All right. I was like, now I'm gonna do this one here.
try. You shall try. You shall try.
Here we go.
I guess we are ready.
Yeah.
It's hard to look at.
I know.
That's good.
That's really tough.
It's fine. You'll finish me that later.
Can you see this stuff? Yeah. All right, a couple things here y'all might have felt now that you felt this. First off, when I say shoelaces, like I want to always keep a good connection with my shoelaces, contouring to his body at all times. So what I mean by this is, I don't want to just put the top of my foot on him like this. I want to be actively creating tension, or dorsiflexion, I think is the proper term, like this, where I'm trying to bring my toes towards my knee, right? And it's not a ton of flexion, it's just some tension. And I'm trying to contour my shoelaces, my toes into his hip. Okay, same down here. I'm not just floating here, I'm not just kind of out here where my toes are just touching air. I'm contouring to his leg, to his knee, okay? So that's one thing. Secondly, some of you may have noticed it was hard to it's just hard to get somebody over. Connection is everything with X-Guard. The better connections you have, that's why I'm talking about feet right now. Connection is everything. Connection is everything with Jiu-Jitsu, right? It's just as important as X-Guard, all right? So when I say good connection, if I'm kind of flat on my shoulders down here and I'm just kind of like touching the knee, this is not a very good connection, okay? It can be used, but a better connection is I'm engaged, I'm grabbing with my wrist. See how my elbow right here is just down by my side. There's really nothing happening here. There's no tension in my trap. But if I come over the top with my wrist, my elbow goes towards the ceiling, and the small of my back, or my upper back gets off the mat, and I kind of shrug my shoulder up, I get a much tighter connection to him, okay? Now this, I want to keep this tension. I don't want to drop this tension. I want to shrug this ankle through the whole performance, the whole ride. All right, now, the next thing you might have noticed is making them take a step. It's really difficult if, first off, you don't have good connection, and secondly, you're just trying to kind of push them that way, right? I really want to get his foot off the mat, get his foot weightless, get all of his weight in this foot. So I'm heavy on this leg, and I make him take that big step up, and then, so we're going up and then over. Now, if they're really just planted, really heavy, whatever, if you need extra leverage, I think there's a trade-off here, but you can always just give it a shot. You can drop this shoelace right above the knee to get extra leverage at the end of this lever to his hip. Okay, and this might give you the leverage you need. But I personally, this is my default. I feel much more in control here, because I feel this is a pivot point for me to create tension and drive my knee into the hamstring. Down here, I feel much more in danger of my knee slipping through. Up here, I feel way safer. So just be mindful of that. Play both. I know people who play just this, and they play it really well. I can't. I use this just when I need extra leverage, and then I'm back up here. What else? Let's see. Oh, now keeping their hands on the mat is really all about, once I've actually made him take that big step right here. There's really only two routes that he's ever going to take to get back up, okay? Unless I just have a really terrible connection here above the knee and he can just take his knee to the mat, okay? Like we're assuming we have a good connection, right? He tries to take his knee to the mat, and it's difficult, okay? It's not impossible, but difficult. I'm trying to keep all of his weight in his hands as much as I possibly can. The more that his weight comes out of his hands and into his feet, into his feet, that's where he starts getting more and more options mobility-wise. But if I keep him out of his hands, okay, especially if I keep this foot off the ground, it's hard for him, and I keep this foot moderately weightless, it's hard for him to just move around and like explode out of this. The two main ways he's gonna try to come back up are either just standing right back up like this, or he's gonna try to come towards me with his head and stack over me, grab my head, stuff like that, okay? So we're going to go with a reaction assuming that he just postures back up. But just so you know, we're gonna kind of breeze over this because this isn't like an X-Guard class, but I'm giving you some details. just so you know, if he does try to pressure into you, just a post in the armpit. That's what we're looking for. Okay, and this is where we do have our leg entries, if he really is adamant about bringing his head towards our head. We have reverse X, and then saddle. But for this particular thing, we're just gonna assume that he's trying to stand back up. All right, so we're gonna go to the next phase. We got his hands on the mat. We're keeping good connection. Notice the small of my back, my butt cheek, my upper back, everything's off the mat here. I'm really just on a hip. Okay, I'm trying to drive all of my weight towards his hands. Not so much that I lose this connection and he gets out, but enough to where he really feels like he has to hold himself up or he's gonna face plant. That's the goal. All right, now, some amount of time, whatever, we're playing, and then eventually, sometimes I even have to let him back up. Maybe he doesn't win, maybe I'm just really good at holding him there. But if I wanna hit this next sweep, I need to sell it. What I'm looking for is that explosive, I gotta get up, I don't wanna be here anymore. All right, and as the momentum's going this way, we're looking as the head starts to enter the plane of the hips, like the vertical plane of the hips, right there. This shoelace on the knee drops to the ankle. It doesn't ever, it doesn't lose contact like this. Okay, I'm not coming out and just kicking him. It just slides down, okay? And this is as his upper body is going that way. It slides down and I catch. And I ride through the whole ride. Like I'm connected through the whole ride. Okay, if you don't hear anything else today, hear the word connection. Always be connected. Okay, so here, I'm still in X guard, right? I've just dropped my foot. If I were to put my foot back in the knee, I'm actually in X guard. We're just both on the ground now. Okay, this is gonna be the ending position for this next little drill series. Okay, so one more time, and start from the top, okay? So we'll start from X guard. We get well connected. We make him take that big step, put his hands on the mat, get his hands really weighted, okay? And then we let him come back up, head crosses the plane, foot drops to the ankle, and we stay glued. See, mine even came off right there. I got lazy. Stay connected with the shoelaces here through the whole ride. And then we're gonna stop right here, and then we'll go to the next place, okay? Any questions on that? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Braden, give Dallas a few reps of the drill.
Somewhere in body type, you mind?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's what we're literally selling big man.
Yeah.
Where it leaves us.
So like that. Definitely different than Braden.
Over here, I'm stuck. Finally, I'm able to push back.
Definitely do not.
Staying connected. Yep. Stay connected.
Closer to the air. Okay, I just thought you were like closer. Further down the lever you are, the easier to grab it. You know, hold it tight, space them out, come back up, and then from there. That's great. That's awesome. I like how connected your stand is awesome. Absolutely, yeah. I like it. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Everything I do is beautiful, JC. What's that? Everything I do is beautiful. Yeah.
The hair's flowing for sure.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm going for the Bradley Cooper and the Hangover.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Thank you.
Sorry, wrong way.
All good, fellow?
Hey, watch your knee right here, okay? Yeah. The knee's gotta touch the hamstring at all times.
Got it. You talking about?
We don't want it with your knee. We don't want that knee coming disconnected.
Got it,
So
got it.
when you kind of engage, your right butt cheek should leave. Yeah. And use this as a pivot point.
Got it.
If that knee starts to leave that hamstring, and he manages to get it to the other side, it's a frame that's gonna get smashed.
Got it.
You're having a bad day.
Gotta keep this up. Okay, here you go.
It's hard to emulate.
Because he kind of had his butt cheeks up. I mean, for me, you're so tall, it makes me want to have both of them up, you know?
And if you're up like that, it's actually good.
Okay, it's a bit higher.
Yeah, yeah, more control that way.
Yeah, go.
Just need to lift.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No, me.
Well, they have hard shoulders. Like, in terms of like, so like, sure, yeah. Oh, like technique is, partially made up of technique, but also just strength, like size and inertia. That's what advantages they're using instead of. I got it, I'm
Okay. So it's a difference.
low muscle.
Oh, yeah.
Good, I'm liking that, that's feeling super good.
Let's see, we got some retards. Oh yeah, that's more in there. Oh, gotcha.
They only have to follow the footsteps of your greatness.
Away from me? By no means grace. Yeah, it's like the school.
Well,
Dude, we are so gay. You want to see how gay?
yeah. I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised.
Look it up, grapple jujitsu. Look us up. Come on by. We'll show you how gay.
So you're not really Chad. You're like disguised as Chad.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm just yeah.
What's to do?
Just, you know, okay. I mean, there are worse things. Yes, this is true. But I think
Come on. What is happening? What is happening, camera?
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people?
Yeah. Yeah. Drop my thumb.
All right, everybody get one more. I think y'all are pretty much getting this. I'm not gonna hang out here. One more piece. Y'all got this. I'm not gonna hang out here much
The dude is actually me.
Yeah, she's a dude. I'm a dude. She's a dude. He's a dude. Oh, dude. It's like that sweet, sweet British. Gone.
Right, like just right as I'm like hitting that.
Yeah, the little bit part is
No one I've seen here today. But I was like, bring it in. My buddy, he's a
All right. So, I mean, y'all got this. This is really a timing thing more than anything. I mean, as long as assuming you're connected, this is more of of just an aspect of timing of go ahead whenever you're ready. Of not dropping so early. Oh yeah, yeah. 'Cause that shouldn't have gotten me right.
No, it's
Just look, don't get it. I want you.
Push myself up a little hard.
I want you. If you drop too early, and they just backstep, then I'm not gonna get him. Okay. So here, just come up and backstep. Yeah. Right. It's a timing thing.
That's bad.
Okay. Here, I'm waiting on. As soon as his head starts entering, there's like this. His box. All right, the box.
There's a window.
The box of his box. Okay. As soon as his head starts entering that box, that's my cue. Drop that foot. Drop that foot. Okay, and it's sliding down. It's not leaving. It's just sliding down to the ankle, and it's kicking out, kicking up. All right. So go ahead when you're ready. Okay. It should feel effortless. Okay, and he should feel like he can't backstep out of it. All right, one more time. Here. Yep. Y'all got that?
yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll start here. All right, so we just landed here. We're still in X guard. Okay, we just hit the sweep right there. Next thing we're gonna do, I forget what this is called, and I forget where I learned it, but I've hit this a lot. So from here, I think I taught this earlier this year. I definitely did.
Yeah.
This little, I don't know what this is, it's a pass. Okay, so here,
First thing I'm gonna do is continue controlling this knee. This is the biggest thing is to not let him retract his knee towards his body, because then I'm gonna lose this this pass. From here, first, I start to come up to an elbow while I also stuff this knee. So that, see, I'm controlling the retraction with this hand. I've got to replace it with this hand as I come up. Okay, and it's not even just his hand. It's like, this is really just like a little. This is just long enough to get my chest on it. That's what I really care about, is getting my chest on it. Okay, so now he tries to retract his knee. It's difficult. Okay, now, once I'm up, my chest is on his knee, I'm on an elbow. I even just kind of pinch my, I usually do this pretty quick, but if I were to do it in phases, this is what it would look like. I'm on the elbow, my chest covers the knee, and this elbow comes around and just touches the hips, touches the mat. I'm still in X guard with my shoelaces, okay? Now, I'm on the ankle right now. Whether you're on the ankle or the knee isn't as important from here, but just, I'm still in X guard, so to speak. Now from here, I start to sit out this direction while I maintain contact with the chest. But there's a point right here where I get stuck, where I can't go any further because my shoelace is still hooking the hip. So once I hit that little sticking point right there, now it's time to really commit to it, and I'm gonna kick that hook back and back step. While I still have my shoelaces, my other shoelace on his leg. Okay? And when I back step, I'm still covering the hips here. Okay, the elbow is on the mat, I'm still like pinching in, still making sure he can't just like run away from me in this transition. This is like where I'm looking to end. My knee is right here on the inside of the inside real estate of the hip. I've still got my shoelaces on the back of the knee or the calf here. I'm still like tracking that leg. I'm still sort of pinning it to the mat, if you can tell. Okay? And this is twister side is what this is called, or it's at least what Tim Plant calls it. I don't know if anybody else has a different name for it, but we're gonna call it twister side control. All right? So again, we just landed off the sweep. I'm gonna, and this is something where you go, right? I'm not waiting, like, I'm not just gonna chill here and then go. As soon as he lands, I'm already thinking, come up for this pass. Okay, so as soon as he starts to land, I'm already starting to come up. So I'm looking to target here with my chest, like aim small, miss ball. Here. Okay. Elbow touches the mat. As I start to sit out this direction, I get stuck. Kick up and out. Back step. The knee is still on the inside space here. We're gonna end right here, and then we'll do the truck or the back take. All right, one more time. Here, we come up to an elbow, and I usually just kind of stuff his knee with my hand as I come up, long enough to get my chest on top of it. This hand has to come out, right? It was scooping the leg, it has to come out, or you're gonna get stuck. Here, start to sit out. When I can't sit out anymore, maintain all this contact with his body, right? Don't come up, don't do this. Okay, he's the floor. Knees on the inside, shoelaces are still tracking him over there. I'm here. I can even really get in heavy, like I would. Elbow on the mat, just kind of tracking his hip with the palm of my hand, or the front of my hand here. This is twister side. All right, any questions on that?
Let's see one more time. Sorry, Chad.
Okay.
Sorry.
You need to sit, Chad?
Huh?
You need to sit?
No, I'm fine. I got you.
So we're here. As I explode up, I just stuff the knee. Just as I remove my hand, this hand replaces long enough for my chest to get on top. So I go pretty quick though, okay? There. Start to sit out. As I sit out, I get stuck here. I have to kick up and out. And I settle right here in the twister. And you can like take up all this slack, and the elbow can even come up to the armpit. What matters is that I maintain this connection, and I've got some kind of connection to track his hips.
in case he's trying to move away from me. Because if he's trying to strip away, I want to be able to have something that telegraphs that. All right, 1, 2, 3.
This was about,
Sorry, bro.
This was about the ankle sweep. That was about the ankle sweep when you were doing the X guard.
The ankle sweep. Yeah, I think it depends on. I guess it depends on who you're going against. I've definitely hit it. So.
No, not that.
What's that?
That. Good question.
What are common defenses and reactions to those defenses? Common defense to that ankle sweep is a backstep. So especially if it's poorly timed or they have a bad connection with their shoelaces, simply as you're coming back up, being aware of that and kicking out and backstepping, you can start to avoid that sweep. Your left knee just goes to the back. Like yeah, kind of sit.
That's a solid hit, dog. Catch right here.
You're gonna keep that.
This part makes sense.
Yeah. It's almost like those, so it's almost like the angle, like his knee almost like back.
Because I'm guessing.
Okay, I'm not driving into you.
Yep, like that. Yeah. In my head, like I'm close to his like behind. I'm guessing that he's safe from getting
Yeah, it's just helping him track your hips. He's connected to a lever of your hips.
I see.
That's the main principle going on. Is he's tracking hips on this side,
Right.
and he's tracking hips on this side, and he's much more attached to your hip with that hook.
He's so heavy on my hips, I mean, I can't get up.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm in trouble. Please do, because it's always like a.
Here we are.
Yeah, I guess
That's not.
No, I didn't. So. Hey guys, look, check this out. I forgot one little detail that might help y'all. Okay, when you come up, here. When you come up, first off, sit heavy on your chest and keep your hook still engaged, right? When I come up though, I want to think about taking this knee to the mat, like where his hip is, right? And even making contact with the hip. Here, and sit heavy. Okay, if I'm kind of up here, it's gonna feel awkward. I feel like I'm a long way. As I turn that corner with my knee and put it on the mat, and I'm able to put weight on my knee now, it becomes much easier for me to take that big back step. All right, keep going.
It's like a power run.
What's that?
It's like a power run and just a leg. You got two. Maybe. Okay. Don't take advice from me. I gotta practice. Delightful. Yeah, well. She's a blank. Yeah.
I mean, maybe those two fast.
All right, so we can.
We're just leaning into it at this point.
That's pretty much. So here. Yeah, what do you do in your free time? I get very sweaty with men when I wrestle.
After painting my toes.
Catch that on the live stream.
Allow your knee to go to the mat, and allow your weight to collapse on that knee. As you pivot on that knee for your back. When you back step, pivot on your knee.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I know you're being filmed. So I mean, because Nicholas, he's soft.
You have to learn.
I have to learn. Yes.
It's the learning moment for the live stream.
Yeah, learning. So we're here. So this landed. Okay, just stay here. Bring this knee to my head. This knee. Yes.
There you go.
Yes. You can hang out here. I can't move easily. You got me pinned. This is not a great spot.
Guys, if you're struggling to bring your knee up, try bringing your shoelace back up to their knee first. Okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Lost the connection at the end.
These back steps down, you're literally pulling your hips behind.
I guess there. So whenever I feel like whenever he's coming down, I'm losing my foot on the side, and I'm just trying to keep my hips, I guess, up so that I keep my
I feel like I'm
foot
gonna be able to do this now that I know.
engaged. But from here, JC, I'm what? I'm hand, right, and I'm chest.
Yep.
Where does this? My feet go from here.
Knee's gonna go to the hip.
Here.
Wait a second. Go back to the start position.
Right.
Yes, okay. I see the issue. Okay. When you come up, chest covers knee, but I want you to put your right knee, get his hip on the mat right here.
Oh, okay. So it's like my foot comes outside. My foot stays in. Okay.
Stay in. Sit up, cover his knee with your chest, and take your right knee to the mat right here.
I'm trying to note you in the hand.
Yeah, it's a tiny target, brother.
Try to put your knee on the mat. Your right knee on the mat.
Try not to fuck up your shit.
You're good, dog.
Right. Right there, perfect. All right, put your right elbow on the mat too. Just like lay on him. I'll lay on his hips. Be heavy on his hips. Now sit your butt down towards your feet. Like sit heavy in your hips. Yep. Now start to sit out, and you're gonna get stuck, and you're gonna need to kick that left leg out and back. You're gonna feel it at a moment. Kick it back all the way. No, like back step and look up towards the ceiling. Up, look up and to your left. Up and to your left, all the way back. Yep. And the right elbow comes up to the armpit. Yeah. And then your hook, your other hook just stays on his leg. Okay. Your other foot. The main battle to win there is that knee that you brought over. Here. The main battle to win is going to be this knee right here.
Yeah.
So when I back step, I need to make sure I win this inside space.
Oh, okay. That my knee stays there.
I'm
and foot
here,
stays
and
there.
he's able to retract his knee. You just bring your knee towards your chest.
Yeah.
Right? Then now I'm in a different type of position.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a little more vulnerable here. But if I win this inside space, he tries to retract his knee. It's difficult.
Yeah. Should go ahead and get your on
And
his
that's
hip.
what we're actually banking on, is that he feels stuck with this. So now he starts trying to get this leg involved. And when he brings this leg over, if he ever starts trying to sit up towards me, that's where we're going to get this next position.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gestation period for jiu-jitsu players is like 3 seconds. Not 9 months.
See, like if I made any kind of like a disconnection right here,
Watch this. Try to keep your chest.
try to get up closer, you can just sweep
Yeah,
out.
don't.
You can just sweep out.
Yeah, don't lose connection with your torso.
Yeah, that's
That's kind of
what I was thinking. 'Cause I thought you had
really have to stay
connection for like a second.
So if I'm underneath the cycle, let's say you're just kind of hovering here. Put one of your, put this foot on top.
Do it again.
Anywhere else you go. Now we're gonna do the standard back step. Yep. Big old back step out of this. So you didn't get, you're still kind of facing your chest. Really tight.
That right knee
This
to the,
part of your chest
that right knee to the
back
mat.
step first. This one?
Yeah, so go back to the
Yes.
other one.
See
Go
how
back to the
shoulder
beginning.
pressure, how much connection you have?
Go back to the beginning real
We're gonna
quick.
do this, the move that we're learning.
Yep. All right, now first,
Same idea.
go to just the next step and stop. All right, right here. This knee, try to make contact with the mat and his hip. Yeah, so bring it up. Yep, try to touch the mat. Now sit heavy on your hips now. Right? Yeah, just sit heavy on your hips. Now, as you back step, let your left elbow ride the mat and the contour of his body up to his armpit. Yep, exactly.
I got it right. Nice. Before you came over here and watched me. I think I did a terrible job. Who goes there?
As soon as the camera's on you, it's like.
As soon as somebody watches, it's like,
Do I know what you're getting?
Well, I was just,
So how? The
I
teacher.
was, yeah, I was just practicing something.
This is easy.
Right knee to the.
Sure, bud. Okay, we're here.
And we're just gonna try to keep that. So that's why I'm saying, confident knee. Stay in contact with the mat.
Again, I was crunched by your knee. And I didn't my leg. I feel like I would have had a better back.
And then the back step.
Oh, it's so hard to remember. Nicholas is there. I know what's going on. Just like Nicholas just likes.
Yeah, yeah.
He likes the rainbow shine.
Yeah.
Alethea, my toes are now on the live stream and it's your fault.
Just like on the other side.
Okay, that's what was working out.
Yeah. From one side.
I never do that the other way. There's no way.
Yeah,
We were
oh,
trying
yeah.
to decide, we just.
It's like a seat.
Well,
Space.
You're like, that time, you drove your butt backwards. No. They were, sorry, did I just like rip the hair off your leg? You took all the weight off. I guess that's why people share your leg.
All right, guys. Let's just start there. Okay, so a couple of details to cap that off. First, the number one thing to even set this up is going to be making sure he can't retract this knee. If he's able to bring his knee towards his chest, I'm not getting this pass. I've got to be able to cover this knee. Okay, so here we just got our sweep. It's going to be easier. At some point, I said this wrong earlier. At some point, your shoelaces do need to find his knee. It doesn't really matter whether it's like immediately or it's in transition or what, but at some point, if I keep him down here and I try to sit up, my knee is gonna be so far away from his hips. Okay, so even if it's in this transition, I'm gonna need to, at some point, close that space. Okay, so when I close that space with the knee and the hip, the thing that's actually happening is my shoelaces are climbing to his knee. I'm never losing contact with that leg. I'm still in X guard through the whole ride. Until I do my back step, I'm still technically in X guard. Okay, so I'm here. I'd still call this sort of X guard, even though I'm starting to lose this leg, right? But my hooks, what my feet are doing is still very much just X guard. But when you come up, the goal, the cue for you is to try to get this knee to touch his hip and the mat at the same time. So as I sit up, I'm into the mat. And I'm covering his knee with my chest, or his chest, his knee with my chest. Okay, my knee's not actually touching the mat, right? You fill out where you need to distribute your weight, but the point is I want to be really heavy on his knee, and I want to be really heavy, like just kind of in my hips. Like I'm putting my center of gravity directly over both of his thighs here. I'm sitting really heavy in my chest and really heavy in my hips. I'm just like evenly distributing it, but I'm low. If I'm up, it's like there's no weight there, right? This is he's actually even able to start really resisting here, okay? But if I'm really heavy here, it's really hard for him to get this knee out right now. Okay. Now, as I notice, also my elbow has made contact with his hip and the mat. Okay, so my knee is targeting his hip and the mat, and my elbow is targeting the hip and the mat. I'm just trying to cover his hips. Now, as I go to sit out, I need to make sure I have to win this inside space with the knee, which is why I'm saying try to touch the mat with the knee. Right? If I'm way out here, first off, if my knee's pointed out like this and it's not even on the mat, it's really hard for me to backstep. and even if I manage the back step, there's so much space right here. There's so much space there where a lot can happen right there in that transition. Okay? But if I'm heavy and I load my knee, as I back step, start to shift the weight as heavy as you can, shift more and more weight into that knee as you back step. That knee and him, right, your torso. Everything else becomes very light. Okay, so here, right now, I'm really heavy just on his legs, but as I'm low, but as I sit out, my weight's gonna transition more and more into that knee. Okay, and watch my elbow too. If I leave it behind when I back step, I feel awkward here. Let it just naturally ride up. It's totally fine to just naturally ride up to his armpit. Here, now load the knee. And make sure we win this space right here. If I don't win this space here, he retracts his knee, right? Or he retracts his knee, whatever. Still in side control, but I'm gonna miss the transition I wanted. Okay? And I'm on a rolling back take kick lately, so that's the transition I want. Okay, so here, at some point, I've got to go to the knee, right? And you might not be able to just do that like first and then come up, right? This is one of those things where we got to go when we just swept them. So before I come all the way up though, this has got to come up in the transition. So be mindful of that. So as I come up, right there. Now my foot's already on his knee now. It came up as I came up. Now my knee starts to get loaded into the mat. As I start to turn out, I never lose contact with his torso. And my knee dominates this inside space, making contact with his hip and the mat, and my shoelaces are still active here. All right? All right, now, he makes a mistake. He starts trying to bring it. He feels like he can't run away from me. He feels really like covered. So he starts bringing this leg over this leg to see if he can just come up. If this knee ever crosses, if this foot crosses the leg, this is where we're gonna set up our rolling back take, all right? So sometimes you can kind of coerce them into it, right? You can kind of push and get that reaction, or sometimes I'll just bring it to you. Regardless, as soon as I see that, I'm gonna fight hard to not let him get it back, just for a moment so that I can trap it. I'm looking to trap ankle over ankle, and now this is, the movement is, honestly, I need to get better at teaching it, right? You might have some stuff to share here. But what I'm looking to do is take my shoulder, my hips come up, my foot comes up, I'm active with like curling this leg in, or curling it like a hamstring curl, and I'm looking to take my shoulder towards his hips, right? I'm looking to come up and start to go towards the hips as I keep this engaged. Okay? I'm looking for a body lock as soon as I can get it, and looking to get my other hook in. Okay? More time. So we'll just start on the side. Okay. He makes that mistake. I come over. My heel finds, even if it finds the knee, that's fine. But I kick back, I start really engaging this. If I can get like knee pit to knee pit with him, I feel like that's the sweet spot, but what do you think?
I'll take anything they give me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm most attached to him when my knee pit can get to their knee pit. From here, I start coming over the top, engaging this hook I have, and taking my shoulder to the mat. Stomp the mat, find my hook, or my body lock, and then get my hook.
When you do the roll, you're rolling and kind of looking at the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's right, that's how I do it.
I mean, it's working. My first instructor talked about it's like, it's not a like diving roll. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog charging up. Like it's a very tight, close roll. I don't know if that's helpful. But
Can you show me?
You were just doing it. It was a Sonic the Hedgehog. It was beautiful. They're nice and tight. People tend to like roll out in a way. You're kind of diving through in order to look up. You're staying tight.
Yeah, but
Any
I'm
connection.
trying to keep the connection, yeah.
It's easy to lose that connection. That's all.
And what you're really doing is just lifting their hips up so that I feel like I'm more moving under them than I'm moving them. I'm just kind of getting their hips off the mat so I can move.
Yeah.
That's how it feels to me.
That's how it looks.
One more time. Okay, here. Here, comes over. I'm carving. I start to come over the top and I keep this engaged. I start back heaving towards the ceiling and I shoot my shoulder through. Okay, come from here. There's a position called the truck, which we'll maybe cover sometime. I've been studying it a lot, but I'm not ready to teach it. But we would stop here if we wanted the truck, right? We could attack several things from there. But if we keep coming all the way around, I lost all my momentum. But we're looking for that body lock there. Okay. All right, one more time. Last time, I promise. Here, comes over. Carve the heel in, dig it down, and I'm pinching my knee in tight so you can't retract that because I want to keep this now that I have it. I start coming over the top, back heeling, commit my shoulder down, stomp the mat, get my body locked. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Man, that was a really good stretch. I'm telling you, I think my hips are pretty
Super
stretched out.
smooth, JC. I'm not very good at this. So like, I'm super smooth. Yeah. It's very smooth. Yeah.
This is what
Yeah.
They're there. They're like, as soon as you have any sort of like any back takes right there. Yeah. Tip on their side as soon as you're on their side.
you might have a lot of great stuff on your truck.
Means you might be.
It's like private thing that you're gonna have. So I've been watching videos. I'm not really ready to teach you yet. I haven't had time actually.
You don't know it. You can like watch it.
Oh, yes.
Several times on the video. But the truck position itself,
Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't hit down anybody yet. I tried a couple times and botched it.
All right.
I think you have to get a lot down.
You want to just start and push your side right?
No, you're.
Sure.
Yep, go ahead.
Landed here.
Yes.
This cool. As soon as you curl across at all, touch.
Yeah, so you just dive. Yeah, towards my hips. Hey. What's the sexy
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was serious.
That's right, man. Just pushing and pushing and pushing.
Step over. I clicked. I clicked.
Tight.
That was for the camera. It was for the camera. Yeah, I
Just
just gave it straight to me. Sit up. You notice that? You actually have to sit up. I got sliding up the side.
Back here to the shoulder.
I told him that person's
Other way, other way. You're right. I don't like yours. Like this. Yeah, just like
We're only together on Sundays, and then we go back to our families.
That was like the best one you've done yet. Just lost it. Just
Take me for a ride.
So you're eventually, yes, you're gonna face your face towards the ceiling. You reach through, yeah. Steady.
All right, so here we go. You just come up. Yep. All right, so twist your side control. Need a top hook. Yes.
Knees on the mat, Nevada. Touching, yeah, there you
There we go. And I start to cross, you catch.
go. Okay. I'll shoot your left shoulder and try to touch my hand. Try to touch my hand and kick the ceiling and then kick the mat. There you go.
This one.
That's pretty good.
Considering second roll like that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Yep. Still in slow.
Right.
I have some, but it's on maybe some
not
reason.
necessarily.
There you go. Climb the back. There you go. Yep.
Something wrong with it. First try. Wait, right.
You want me to let it do right here? Yeah.
The ball anywhere?
I was good at power, but strong, but I got strong for later.
I'll hit the choke real good this time, I promise.
She does it. She's like, I love it. She comes
Nice,
up
Ian.
with her naked chokes.
That one look good, bro.
Thank you, Sensei.
Something's wrong.
He did not like that.
Oh, domestic things, bro.
Yeah.
I get the best reaction. What you do to me is you're getting Chad to like sit upright. You're kicking really well, and I'm wondering if you're just not connected correctly or. Yeah. Start from twist your side control, wherever, whichever side you want. I do something bad, and I come over. Cool.
I'm just kind of like trying to stomp them out on the other side of the body.
Stomp it, back control. If they happen to sit up, great. If they don't, great.
Cool. Would never lie to you. I just noticed when you hit Chad a bit, maybe he had just extra momentum a couple of times. He sat up, right? He took it back and sitting.
He's also super just like loose.
Yeah.
But like, when I actually do slide a lot of times my body, I get stuck.
Yeah.
And I'll still have to take it together. So once I get one time I'll slide.
Seatbelt should be there. And their neck and transition.
Well, yeah, it felt really smooth. I felt really smooth.
Smooth like baby's bottom.
There you go.
He's been at 5 years.
Yeah.
This lands.
Start again here.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm trying to get up. Oh.
Good.
Oh no, now I'm rolling. Now I'm being joked.
I went from having a fun ride to getting in trouble.
There you go, back step. Yes, nice. Oh. Here. Just extend. Yeah. That was awesome. Good bat take. Whew, that was sweet. Do it again. All right, let's start. It's coming up.
That was smooth.
Here. You got this. You got this. You got this. Lost control. The rest of it is fabulous.
All right, guys.
It's the tweak and toes.
Let's pick this up some more Monday. Or you can keep playing if you want. I'm gonna start the clock for whoever wants to roll. Let's just try to get at least 3 or 4 sixers in. I sign that lease tomorrow, so I'm gonna be working on that space all month, but we're probably gonna have a grand opening November 2nd.
Nice.
So November 1st will be the next grapple nights. We've got some cool stuff going on there. Got a couple of big names I think they're gonna come and do a couple of matches. And then the grand opening will be that Saturday the next day. And if you come to the grand opening, you can come to the Elijah Carlton seminar later that day for free. If you don't come to the grand opening, it's $40, which is still pretty good for Elijah Carlton. It's like one of the best 180 guys in the country for sure. Y'all might have seen him on UFC BJJ this summer. So, but yeah, PGF legend. And he's great. He's really good.
He's gonna talk a lot of smack, ain't
Yes, and maxed up. Yeah, maxed up. But anyway, yeah, if y'all have questions about the new space, let me know. Our schedule will be changing a little bit, not really so much for the adults as for the kids. We're just gonna have extra kids classes. But if y'all have questions at all, just let me know. All right, I'm gonna start the clock. If y'all wanna keep running that, go for it, but get some sixers in otherwise.
I got a guy that may spring over.
What's that?
I got a guy who used to train in Oxford, Anthony Mitchell.
Mhm.
Stuff. He's been out of it for a while, but he trained for like a year and a half. He's at my church now.
Okay,
And
cool.
we were talking the other night at book club, and I was like, oh, and I was like, you need to, so.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I got the water.
All right. Hey, MSGF is on. MSGF is next Saturday, the 11th. Oh, and Mason Fowler will be here next Thursday. So if you want to come, if you're competing at MSGF, it's only $40. If you are not competing at MSGF, it's $80. And unless you wait till the day of, then it's $100.
The man about to be married.
Let's see if I can make the ultimate challenge.
Yeah.
If you can get married, Mason, before you're married.
Oh, he's married?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. I was saying,
Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
I won't
Great.
He has to submit to these.
It's fun. It's not that serious.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Garrett was my ass, bro. I need another like couple of weeks. I don't know, bro. Hey, Garrett turned me off on competing for a little bit. Sure. I didn't do shit.
All right, let's go, guys. Hey, Chad, can you turn on some tunes?
Yeah.
Just mute the stream so we don't get copyrighted.
Hey guys, thank you all for watching. If this is your first time, my name is JC. This is Grapple Jiu-Jitsu. We're over in Pearl, Mississippi. We do this live stream every Monday and Thursday, 5:30 Central on Mondays and 6 p.m. Central on Thursdays. And the goal is just get everybody more aware of Jiu-Jitsu. These are free live streams. We try to answer some questions in the chat when we have time. But you're always welcome to watch. If you have questions, please fire them away. And this will be on our channel. So if you want to subscribe, you can go and watch this later. Again, it'll be recorded and on our channel in a few hours. We have every class I've taught for the past year is on that channel as well. Also, every month I host a tournament for roughly $1,000 to $2,000 prize. It's really fun to watch. People will just kill each other over a couple $1,000. So super exciting matches. If you're into that, you want to see what competitive jiu-jitsu is like, sport jiu-jitsu is like. Maybe see some people go to sleep, see some arms get broken, see some good, clean fun as well. Then give it a subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll send you a notification when we go live for those events. And until next time, be safe, be kind, and try jiu-jitsu. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. So if you look at, like, let's say I'm starting to get past your guard.